there are two ways of doing, I'm going to state it in this way, doing religion, doing spirituality. There really are only two categories of individuals who claim to be spiritual. The one category is the category of individuals who practice religion, spirituality, sadhana, spiritual practices, etc., in order to gain power. The second category are those individuals who practice religion, spirituality, sadhana, spiritual practices, etc., in order to serve truth. And who is the source of all truth? That is God. So those who wish to serve God. Those individuals who belong in the former category, that is, they want power, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. They may gain a little bit of occultic power that will be very short-lasting, that will end up like taking meth every day of your life, giving you a quick high, but ultimately killing you from the inside out. This is what happens to individuals who they practice spirituality because I want power, I want power, I want power. But I'm too lazy to actually start my own business, or actually get an education, or actually run for office, or do something where I'll actually have some power that hopefully I can wield for good. The occultic crowd are actually very lazy people. So they try to gain power occultically. But then again, the true path of spirituality is one in which we don't seek power, we seek surrender. We seek truth. We seek love. We seek to surrender our lives at the feet of that which is the source of all reality, with humility. And of course, this is what's interesting. Those individuals who seek power, oh, they'll have an illusion of power for a short time, but then not only do they lose that, but in the end, they have neither power nor God. Whereas those individuals who actually surrender to God from the beginning, they have God. Oh, and they have power. Oh, and they have power, the likes of which the little occultic little children can scarcely even imagine. It is crucial that that devotion be there, that we're not doing it just in a puffed up, egotistical little way, thinking that we're now one of the Avengers or the X-Men. Oh, let's see what kind of powers I can accumulate, which one of the Ashta Siddhi, which one of the 8 powers, the power to levitate, the power to become dense, the power to make ourselves as small as an atom, the power to make ourselves very large, the power to access things from a very far off place, the power to control nature, to control others, etc., etc. Rather than doing meditation in such a way that we think we're going to be one of the X-Men, rather, we are to do our meditation in such a way that we do that meditation in devotion, in such a way that we actually ask for nothing. And this is the part that, again, the power seekers who claim to be spiritual can never, ever fully grasp because they're too afraid. It is when you ask for nothing from God other than, Lord, please, please, the only thing I ask of you is let me never, ever forget you. It is with such mood that then you actually are gifted everything of importance. So devotion, 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 bhakti, pure devotion is everything. So what is that highest of meditations? Lord Vishnu. Narayana is the highest form of meditation. So when we look at all the great yogis of the past, and no, I'm not talking about so-and-so, Paramahamsa, this one and that one who lived 200 years ago, 150, no. I'm talking about when we look at those yogis who are so great, who lived such a long time ago, that they are literally, their stories are literally mentioned in the Vedic scriptures themselves. What we see again and again in the Puranas, in the Mahabharata, in the Ramayana, etc., is that those greatest of yogis had a very specific meditational practice. And what was that? They meditated with devotion very specifically upon Vishnu, upon Sriman Narayana. We see this again and again and again. We see Dhruva Maharaja, who started off materialistically. He wanted a kingdom. And what does he do? He doesn't meditate on anyone. He meditates on Narayana. And when he has that final revelation of Narayana, he is so taken over by ecstasy and love and devotion that he says to Narayana, Narayana, at first, in the beginning, I thought I wanted a kingdom. Now I understand, having beheld you, I don't want anything of this world. Even a kingdom seems to me like unto broken pieces of glass that one would find on a beach. All I want is you. And we see again and again and again all of the great sages throughout the Vedic literature meditating upon Lord Narayana for the highest of attainments. Well, this is meditation with love in order to know that Supreme Being. If you don't have that devotion in your so-called spiritual practice, so again, if you're one of the power-hungry little left-hand path little children, you might as well just work at a shoe store. Get a nice, honest job at Walmart. Stop pretending you're spiritual. Stop pretending. What's the Canadian equivalent of Walmart?
Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire. Aspire to be an assistant manager maybe at Canadian Tire. Stop pretending. If your goal is not to surrender to God with absolute devotion. This scripture is greater than you. Please understand this. I state these things in ways that nobody else on the planet today does because it's crucial, because they're lightning bolts. You out there, the left-hand path little nobody, understand this scripture is greater than you. Test it. Don't follow it. See what happens. But better, follow it and see what happens. So I mentioned the Ashtasiddhi, the 8 perfections, that many mystics and mystic yogis and again somewhat more occultic people, it's mixed, because truthfully an individual who is a pure devotee can exercise actually the 8 siddhis effortlessly. Interestingly, they choose not to. Rather, again, it's the power seekers who kill themselves and work very hard to attain these who show them off and then quickly lose these powers. Oh, when you attain this Vishnu Bhakti, oh, the 8 siddhis? Yes, easy. More importantly, you will attain the highest of siddhis. You will attain the supreme perfection. What is that? Absolute liberation from all illusion, which is greater than any power. When an individual is a spiritual practitioner, you practice spirituality with continuity in a regular fashion. In other words, not such and such number of times a year, not, oh, when I feel like it. There's the New Age little voice coming in from the shadow over there. Oh, when I feel like it, I'll do a little meditation, and I'll change meditations, and I feel like doing this meditation today. Oh, this one's a little too hard now. Oh, now I feel like staring at a crystal, and now I feel like, and I feel like. No. The way that we practice spirituality is we have a sadhana. And this is what is deceivingly wondrous. It can be the simplest sadhana, but it has to be real. May Dharma be victorious in this world, and may we soon see the return of our true King. Evam bhavatu. May it be so. And it is inevitable. It is unstoppable. So it shall be.